Okay, hi everybody. I'm going to make a small tutorial to show you how to import your data from your Traxxas application recording and import it to Excel and make a chart out of it. Zoom in, zoom out, scroll to the chart. First thing you'll need to do, uh, we'll go to Amit Parat's blog. Okay, you can get the address here. And this guy just wrote a macro to enable zoom in charts in Excel. It's very convenient. So you sell that for $1 and it's worth every cent of it. Okay, and so just buy it and you can pay by PayPal. And then here you have the installation instructions. So you put it in your Excel. I won't go through it with you, but just do that, and after that we can continue with the rest of the tutorial. Okay, so I did a recording which I sent to me by email, or maybe you could do, I guess is the way to do it, easiest way to do it. And then once you have it in your computer, mine is here, okay. I'll name it recording number one.csv. It's a comma separated value. So just make you see how it look like. You have uh, all the title here on the first two lines, and then you have all the line of data. I have like I think it's 5,000 lines of data on that sheet. It's about 500 seconds. Okay, so whatever, you don't really need to go look in there. What you'll do first is you're gonna rename that file. We're gonna remove the extension. You just like one click, another click there, uh, and remove the CSV extension and change it by TXT, which is a text note, and then you do a return, and you just say yes to that. So we have a text file. What's going to be doing is when you import it to Excel, it's going to ask you what do you want to do with it, and we're going to be able to separate all those column all those column for each parameter. So now I'm going to open Excel and just open a blank workbook. And then I'm going to go open my file, which is on my desktop. Okay, you might not you might not see it here. What you'll do here, you just click and make it show all the files. Okay, and there I see it here, recording number one.txt. Okay, so click once or double click and open. So now in Excel, you're gonna have that text import wizard that's gonna be opening. So that's where we're gonna be able to separate all the column. So our text, if you remember, all the value were separated by a comma. So they are delimited with a character. So that's the one. It's by default. You leave it there. Okay, our data, they have a header is here, timestamp, motor temps, and everything. So just gonna select my data as header. Then we go next. And here it's where we're gonna say what separate each value. On our case is a comma. So we're just gonna remove the tab and put comma. And you see now that it's gonna be like that in Excel. Time, motor temp, tachometer, speed, everything. So that's nice like that. And we do finish. Here it is in Excel, and then I'm just gonna double click each column. It's gonna be easier to see, but doesn't matter for the chart, just for the purpose of the tutorial. So I have timestamp, which is the time the data was taken. Here we could see I had like one data every tenth of a second. This is 1 second. So we have the motor temp and Celsius, tachometer, this RPM, speed in mile per hours, battery in volts. We have the speed here in kilometers per hour, and again the motor temp in Fahrenheit. Okay, so now we're gonna select uh, all like that and down to the end of the file. I found that's the easiest way to do it because sometimes, okay, I'm the end here. Here, I select. Now I'm just going to take that and go back on the top. If you select the columns here, I find out that when you do the graph, it's not exactly what you want to see. So like that, just select the data with the first row like that, and then you will go insert, and I'm gonna go here, which is the scatter chart. By the way, the macro that you install is good only with the scattered charts. Okay, any of those, but we'll take those for the lines. Okay, here are charts now. I'm gonna just open it like that, like that. Okay, so like you see here, it's hard to just look at any point or whatever. It's all you have a lot of points. So the macro, what the macro does is it enable us to zoom on anywhere on that chart. So here on the bottom you have the uh, which line the color represent what. So in blue it's motor temp in Celsius, orange is a tachometer, gray speed mile per hours, yellow is battery in volts, and then you have another gray blue it's speed in kilometers an hours, and then in green you have the motor temp in Fahrenheit. Okay, so now what I'm just gonna put it a bit smaller like that. What that macro does, okay, like that. You'll have all the instruction on the side, okay. Or when you're here, you can just click outside of the chart, right click, and here you have activate scroll and zoom, deactivate scroll and zoom, and you have the help. If you click here, you have all the instruction how to play with the macro. Just I'm gonna show you. So what I do, I'm gonna left click, the normal left click on the axis like that. Then I hold the control key down, and with the left mouse button again, I just draw a, a square of what I want to zoom. I release the left mouse button and I click again. And I just did a zoom. I'm gonna do it again. I hold my control key, left click, I do a square or whatever, rectangular, leave it go, put back again, and here it zooms. Okay, now if I put my cursor there, we see the series. This is the temperature in Fahrenheit. It's the 130.131 whatever. So it's you have the the point the bottom here is the time. So that's 0.131 second. Okay, and then actually it's not 0.131. It's let's see here. Okay, you see in the parentheses down there, it's 129.4, so that's 129 seconds from the beginning of my file, and the value for that line there, it's 50.065. The green one is the motor temp in Fahrenheit, so 50 Fahrenheit. If I look at the speed, the blue line, okay, now if I want to move around, I can hold the Control and Shift key and just click my left mouse button and move the data around whatever. So if I want to go get that peak here, the blue line, like we see here, the speed in kilometers per hour. Okay, and okay, I can zoom again with the Control key here, and if I just put my mouse there, I have one in 137 seconds. I was going at 60.396 kilometers an hour. So That's very nice. You can just control and shift and move away everywhere. Okay, now if I want to unzoom now, I use the Alt key and I double click on the axis. It's got to go back to the original value. I do the same thing at the x-axis, and here my original graph. So that's it. Enjoy, and like I tell you, for that $1 donation, that macro is very worth every penny of it. So thank you and enjoy.